How's it going, everyone? Matt Spartan here, and today, I'm not sure if you guys can notice, but we have a couple of upgrades to the stream. We have like an overlay here that says my name on it. If you guys noticed on the channel, my profile picture is different now, and I think I also have a border too, as well as a thumbnail border too for my videos. So make sure to pay attention to that. It's all very exciting. I just want to say a quick thank you to White Mummy. He made all these for me. Like, if you guys want anything like made, I'm sure he'll he'll do some work for you. You know, it's just look at it, it's so good. It's so good. I'm so happy. But yeah, I just want to say a quick thank you to White Mummy. The guy is amazing. Yeah, he made all this for me like really quick. And yeah, now my stream looks amazing. So I'm definitely happy about that. Those of you that watched the last stream, thank you first off. But we're gonna be doing the second path of the Crucible. I got to be honest, this second path was a lot more difficult than I thought it was. So we're gonna start off with, I think it's Ronin. Let's see where you can find them. I want to make sure you guys can hear the game. Yeah, it looks like you guys can. All right, good. Don't know where he is. Am I blind? There he is. So from what I've heard, I mean, I did a lot of research to plan this whole path, but it seems like Red Goblin can be Ronin, so we're definitely going to be doing that. And I want to say first off, I know there's no one in here right now, but for those of you that watch it, like in the past and try to catch up, I do have live chat on now, so I'm going to be able to see everyone's texts, everyone's messages. So I'm really sorry that it didn't work out before, but yeah, everything should be good now and ready to go. So first up is Red Goblin. I gotta be honest, I did wake up like 45 minutes ago, so I'm still a little tired, but so don't blame me too much if I end up dying. I mean, he has burnout, but I think the main thing is that unlimited power. As long as we give him enough debuffs, I mean, we should be able to keep it going. I'm gonna try to parry him at least like 4 or 5 times before I start doing like the loop. I think I'm gonna get right underneath an SP2, and then we're gonna go from there. We're gonna see what happens. I'm not sure when the best time to start boosting is. I think maybe after the CGR will boost, because that's an Aegon fight, so we definitely want to get past that first. Let's see here. Not to mention, Red Goblin himself actually does the buffs. How many is a good number? So at the right sig level. I had him at like 93, but I did give him like another like 46. I think it ended up adding like another like 0.3 seconds or something like that, or not even. That would have been way too much. Like it ended up adding like 0.05 seconds or something like that, which could be the deciding factor. I mean, now he has an insane amount of buffs, so he should be stunned, especially now that we have like 57 buffs on him. This is probably going to be the easiest fight that we have. Unfortunately, I felt like with this path, when I was planning, I had a very hard time planning some of the fights. Some of them were like extremely difficult. So we got him down, but I know that like I had a tough time assigning. See, now I have live chat, so I can see everyone that texts, so I don't look like a fool. But I mean, after I got to like the CGR. Like, the path became super hard to start planning people. Like, I have a bad feeling about, like, Kang, and I had to use all of my Venoms for all the Spider-Verse guys, but luckily I was able to save one, because I wanted to save Venom for the Kang, the robot. So, next up we do have Venom Pool for OG Ultron. Because I think this fight's all about armors, so we're going to be kind of... It does have nullify effects that reduce, but for some reason, Venom Pool's SP1 isn't considered a nullify. You can nullify champs like Sam Wilson, Falcon, and stuff like that. So it's actually a pretty unknown thing. that works out pretty well. Let's see here. Let me kind of go ahead. I want to see what I have planned. Oh god, these fights are so hard. I was not looking forward to this one. The Taskmaster, I feel like, isn't going to be too much of an issue. I know that he has the crit me with your best shot, so I'm just going to use Hitmonkey on that. I mean, he's going to be bleed immune after like 5 debuffs, so it's going to be a long fight. I think that's why I'm not going to start running boosts until I get done with the CGR, because the CGR itself is like an Aegon fight, so I don't want to waste all my boost time with that. All right. Let's see here. I'm probably going to go with the Malice pre-fight, just because I know the fight's going to go long. We get Power Drain, but he's immune to Power Drain against Tech, so I wonder if it turns off that node. The ability accuracy is increased, but I mean his evade is guaranteed anyway, so who cares? We're going to go Malice here, because I'm going to be going for the longest fight possible. I mean, I'm expecting us to get kind of hit a couple times, but the SP1 should keep me at full health. Starts with an arm, so we're going to back up first. Kind of have to keep in mind of that evade. It's every 6 seconds, but it's kind of hard to 6 seconds while you're fighting like that. I think it's a 15% chance we'll get some regen from this. Yeah, I have Chavez for Doctor Strange. It was like the first thing I assigned after you told me. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do much because he's going to be unblockable. If I can pose it like 1 or 2 times, I think that would be it's starting. We're gonna restart there just because it's only the second fight. I was kind of hoping I can get that SP1 before he evaded. I'm gonna start over here. Team select. Luckily, it was the second fight, and the Red Goblin's relatively easy to kill, so. Go here. Yeah, I'm going to use Chavez on Doctor Strange. It was kind of hard to assign because, like, obviously I only have so many Venoms and I only have so many, like, sciences that reverse power, so I had to kind of use them wisely. And then afterwards I realized I still had, like, I literally, I was trying to conserve her so much to the point where I didn't even use her on a fight. I think I just threw her at, like, the Mojo later. I know, it's 6 seconds, but, like, God, and I don't know if the SP3 animation counts towards the timer. Like, I don't know if that pauses things that consider, like, are on a time limit. But the good news is this fight takes relatively quick to do. Can't have too many resets, though, because my phone battery dies. tried to make the music a little bit less so that you guys can hear me better, because after rewatching it, I realized that the music overpowers me a lot. But I guess you don't really have to hear me talk too much. Right back where we started. I'm annoyed because I did not want to lose to that Ultron that fast. Unfortunately, we kind of have to use Venom Pool here. I was assuming it would be more because we'd be able to stay at full health, but I feel like the mix with his evade and also the unblockable while he has armor is just a mess. And I feel like we nullified the SP1 that time and nothing happened. Unless maybe it cashed it in, because I think every time you crit and he has an armor, he uses it. So I think overall it's just a mess. Do we want to go Energize? No. Malice is definitely the way to go. It's just very difficult to keep it up. Alright, we gotta hope we get this guy down, because I'm not resetting again. So I was right, we are immune to the power drain when we fight techs, so we don't have to worry about that one mode. I think we're not going to really prioritize the SP1 too much, because the interaction where I'm going to be able to nullify the armor is like slim to none. I think it's easier for me to just constantly go the SP2 when I have it, use the power key to get back to another SP2. Like, yeah, I want to do that so we'd be able to pause with the evade right here. Just like that. Good rotation going. Should be able to trigger the evade again. I gotta like guesstimate 6 seconds. Should be able to trigger it. And slowly but surely that DJ is starting to do more and more with the Malice buff on top of the Furies. Confused him with the other one. I thought he was gonna get self-repair again. Gonna trigger the evade here. Finally. I don't have boost active right now. I was gonna wait till the CGR fight, just because the CGR fight is a, yeah, thank you. Because I'm gonna be using Aegon on that. And I feel like if I were to use boost, Aegon would take a big chunk of my, timer with it. So unfortunately, we have to kind of suffer for these, like, first, like, 5 or 6 fights. Next up is Taskmaster. I think we're gonna be taking that with, Hitmonkey. Yeah, there's not really much to it. He's gonna go debuff immune, so it's gonna kind of be annoying, but we'll get him down eventually. The Immortal Hulk's gonna be annoying too, because I know you have to keep intercepting him. So, these fights, I think this path is like 10 times harder than the first one. I did not have this much trouble planning fights. Alright, he's more aggressive. It's not the end of the world here. I think the biggest thing is him going, yeah. There's not really a problem. It's just more him going debuff immune towards the end. Was very annoying. I feel like I only have so many characters. Like all the Spider-Man, but like I wanted to save a Venom for the robot gang, so like I had a tough time assigning fights. Like one of them is I'm building the evade immunity on APOC. Like it's just a mess. Then I wanted to use Venom Pool, but then I thought that Ultron fight would be better for him because he'd be able to say it 100%, not knowing that you can nullify that if nothing happens. Everything turns out better in my guide. I learned from my mistakes and I tell you guys what to do. I think we're just going to stay hitting this block. I mean, I should never have to make contact with him. The hardest thing about this is doing it without sound. a lot of interactions where if you end the 5-hit combo and immediately dash back, sometimes like people's SP1s will like clip you. But the good news is his SP1 doesn't reach any distance. Alright, got that down. Definitely happy about that. I can't. This path is horrible. I'm literally on the 3rd fight. This is horrible. Some more Hulk's gonna be annoying too. See, now I have live chat. I can see everyone. The do not go gentle's annoying. High energy diet. It's fine, whatever. But I think the big thing is the ebb and flow heavy's annoying. I wanted to use a character that goes into their heavy, but I just couldn't. So instead, I used my 6-star Herc for this. I was gonna use my 5-star, but I'm like, watch him not be strong enough, and then I'm just gonna be annoyed. Let me see here. I actually ranked up a couple of people. You guys aren't gonna be too happy about it. I had to rank up 1 because I didn't have enough people to counter Spider-Verse champs. So I actually have like a full rank up of someone that like I'm just never gonna use again. This is gonna be awful. I know, but I have to. He has 1.1 million health. I was gonna use my 5-star, but I can't. He is aggressive, so that means the intercepts should be like perfect every time. But watch him not do that, and then him just slam me. I mean, it's not a big deal because we have immortality. The do not go gentle is gonna kill me. The defender receives damage. They use 1 or more charges. Charge are consumed instead, and the stacker receives damage. But we have to intercept to get it away. And landing a heavy attack removes 1. Alright. Let's hope Herc can do it. Because if he can't... yeah. It's not Venom. We're gonna build up Herc here. Pretty simple. gentles here. And I think that SP1 proc stun, but at least because we have the feats of strength, we didn't go stun. That's something I have to pay attention to, because he'll struggle with all the stuns. If we choose to not get rid of aggressive AI in the game, he doesn't have that interception. Worked out super well. I could raise my headphones here. Do it to 1.5. I don't want to raise it too much, but it seems like we're doing good. Yeah, I'm glad that got done. Now this one's another kind of annoying fight, which I'm going to be saying a lot during this. It's pretty much Aegon and just eventually getting him down. So that's why we're not going to be running boost until after. Let's see here. Another horrible fight. Also, the thing with the game volume, the music is literally like an inch off of 0. So like, I don't know how it works with hooking it up to here, but somehow the sound just upgrades like a tenfold. Yeah, well, that's a good idea. Just gonna be endless. Come back in like 15 minutes and I'll have this guy down. I think the best thing to do here is probably just go for SP1s. Try to get for that 300 hits and get that fury. Go from there. Because it's going to be a lot of this. The good news is he has increased combat power rate, so the 6-hit combo is almost going to give him a full bar. I think he gives it right underneath like 19% of the bar. Yeah, I had to increase my headphones levels to like 1. I think I usually run it with like negative 2.5. I mean, I could see White Tiger working here, just to try to stop this power gain. I mean, I think it has to know when you have 3 debuffs, he's unblockable, but you only ever have 2. So it's even easier. not even make it to the finish. Oh man, now we can finally start using boosts. Let's see what the next one is. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I know. Believe me, I know. It's gonna be even worse. Alright, next up, Lazarus, Arrogance, Old Man Logan. God, I hate this. We're gonna be going Silver Surfer here. Use him. This was kind of one of the dud fights. The thing with Silver Surfer is if he has 3 unique buffs, he bypasses miss. So, what we're going to go for here is we're going to throw 1 SP1 to gain his buffs. And then we're going to go... we're going to Dex, and then throw the second SP1, and then we're going to gain the Vigilance buff. I think the Vigilance buff lasts for 20 seconds. But we should be able to kind of comfortably attack him at least. We don't have any debuffs that would reverse his regen, so he's not going to gain 300% regen. Like, I think overall it's a solid choice. The only thing we got to worry about is Bubble Shield here. And I guess the first Arrogance, because we're going to have to deal with the miss probably one or two times before we eventually get it, and I forgot to do boost. Ugh. Yeah, the problem with Silver Surfer is he's got that ending. So now what we have to do is SP1 will have it. I immediately ran out of my power gain one. You usually like to go power gain first because it increases your combat power rate. And then what you do is you let one fall off, and then you throw the SP1 into whichever dimension buff you lost, and it refreshes all of them. So basically, it's kind of like playing like Wiccan, where you have to kind of figure out which one fell off. As you can see here, we're kind of losing all of them. Should have went with the power gain there, but we're gonna go with the armor. I think the main thing here is just trying to get rid of that second to last Lazarus buff, seeing as we're not going to be able to get rid of the other one. We might kill him in a 6-hit combo, though. I'm going to try to go for the power game. And we got rid of the last Lazarus. He's going to use that other one. We do have 9 stack combinations for that. Silver Surfer crushes that. Alright, now we gotta run boosts. Let's see here. What's the next? The next fight is APOC with Spider-Ham. We had to throw APOC at one of these fights because I had to save Venom for the Robot Kang. I was going to use Venom Pool, but the only thing is he's only 455, and I mean, the Venom is 125 7-star, so I just thought maybe he'd be like a little bit better. So we're going to go with APOC here. One of the fights had to be done with him, and I picked this one because you're basically going to stay willpower regen the entire fight. Unless it has like a heal block or something on it, but I don't think so. I guess I could have used like Mole Man or something here. But I'm always deathly afraid to use these low characters just because I might die with them. Because they have no health. Okay. Now it's always hard to get those last like 2 or 3 evades out of them. I don't know if we ever have 3 debuffs on us. Oh, we will have 3 debuffs on us. Evading anymore, we're not going to gain any more buffs. So the only debuff that we're going to be getting from now on, especially if we don't use it, I think I am going to use this though. I'm going to wait for the taunt to come off because the taunt reduces your attack. And we're just going to go from there, slowly but surely building up all the debuffs. It'd be a little bit of an easier way to end the fight. I think as long as we don't get hit, we shouldn't get any Porker Poppers besides from the type of bar of power. It doesn't seem like there's much incentive though, like the DJ isn't doing damage to him. Alright, these will make them permanent. I think at this point we're just gonna go ahead and... I mean, I guess I could go light attack on the SP2 to get the weakness. Just to make the burst damage do a little bit more, but I think we're gonna go straight for the SP2 here and just try to, I guess, end the fight if we can. Because these fights are gonna take a while. Of his health away. No. I want to throw this SP3, but I feel like when he has them gray like that, when I throw a special, they reapply, right? So like I can't, now I permanently can't throw an SP3. I mean, he's almost dead, so it doesn't matter, but... Alright. I feel like we're making no progress. Alright, next up we do have... Stark Spidey with Red Goblin. It has heavy assault, not a big deal. If you have someone that can get rid of the Mixmaster, you're pretty much golden. The only thing that's a problem is the Be Like Water. So, we might not go for it as much. We might. I don't know yet. To be honest with you, I have no idea. Let's see here. Now, Red Goblin does have his passive ability that he stops evade. I wanted to use Venom on this, but I can't because I need Venom. So, we had to use a couple of weird people. Alright, so we have to remember to be like what? I mean, if this guy touches me with anyone... I know, I saw. I know, I saw it, believe me. Alright, I got bigger things to worry about than a war. Who cares about war? Wow, you see how much that 500% heavy did? Like, I can't believe that. There we go. There we go. Nice 20,000 crit. Now, those of you that don't know how to play him, I'm gonna teach you real quick. We're gonna go. We're gonna try to get the Fury from his SP1 here. That's just ending a combo in a medium and then throwing the SP. The first one's always permanent, and the next one's like temporary. You can use the medium to get a Fury, and then use the heavy to gain an amplitude. But we're not gonna be going for that right now. We're just gonna go for the good news is the SP1 does a incinerate, so it's a damaging debuff, so it doesn't make him unblockable from the like water. Relatively good right now. Gonna try to bait out this SP1 here. Come on. Okay, now with the armor breaks from the SP2, we could go very heavy here. I'm gonna try my best to not trigger unblockable and just kind of keep with this little tempo that we have. As you can see here, it's going relatively well. I mean, he's not evading. This Red Goblin stops it. Nice. We'll get Frenzy when he hits 15%. Unfortunately, we couldn't build up Red Goblin, so we wouldn't get the Frenzy earlier, but we'll still be able to get it for a relatively good amount. Come on, throw your SP1. Good news is his basic attacks and his specials are so many hits. And we get rid of the aggressive Fury. That SP2 will do a lot more. We gain now 2 buffs every time we throw a special, but you're really supposed to go for the SP2 here because it's insane burst damage. We're going to stay playing safe here. There's no reason to overextend. Throw that heavy. It increases, it gives us another armor break. But we're gonna just try to bait out this SP1 and beat him real quick. Go. Red Goblin did his job. That was one of the fights that I was nervous about. Next up, we do have Stealth Spidey, which should be a relatively, like, the next few fights should be relatively easy. So at least, like, let's just celebrate that. It's a Stealth Spidey, which I think is all about tenacity and evade and all this. It does have Foresight though, and I think Foresight gives you yeah, it just gives you a passive Fury. We're gonna go 7-star Titania here, specifically the 7-star, because we need the 6-star for the mojo. Oh, got a hair in my mouth. 7-star Titania. And I think with Haymaker, I mean, we're going to be able to just kind of freely go for the Foresight. And I think the big thing is doing fades, I mean, we're just going to be able to punch right through it. It does have tenacity, but like I said with Titania, as long as the debuff gets placed onto them, it doesn't really, it doesn't matter whether it gets taken or not. I guess it's only really for the SP3 to make them passive, but it's not. We're not even going to get to the SP3 really. Tenacity is ridiculous. Oh, when we knock him down, he's gonna basic maneuvers, and then he has to use his evade. He's slowing down the combo and he's still not evading. No! What is this guy doing? I mean, he's gonna shrug off everything, but we're mostly just doing damage. There we go. Finally get him down. Probably only have 5 minutes left on my my boost after using, like, doing 3 fights with him. Doctor Strange. We're gonna go Chavez here. The only reason, like, Chavez is good. It's just the only problem that I'm gonna have is the damage reflection when he has armor. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to kind of loop heavies in the corner and then just occasionally throw that SP2 with the blue dimension to gain some health back. I doubt it's going to kill us. I guess just the only thing I'm afraid of more is when I have the damage increase, it's going to reflect that damage back to me. And it's pretty beefy damage. And she's only rank 1, so going to be taking some damage here. I mean, as soon as we parry heavy, we're going to be fine. It's just... it's more of that armor that he gets in this one spell that I'm kind of annoyed about. So we're already getting the reflection. And as you guys can see, it is a lot. About to get the armor spell again, so we're gonna take some damage. Is the damage enough to constantly cancel my rotation and go to the SP2? It's not, but I still want to make sure that I'm at 100% health. Damage increase from the next spell, while also not having to revert or bring any of it back when he's still go for damage here. Down. Looks like it's working. So we're just gonna loop heavies. Even with the damage, he won't die before we die. Okay. That was an easy fight. First one in a while that we actually had that was easy. Next up is Symbiote Supreme. This fight could go a little wrong if I get bad RNG with Archangel. I don't like using Archangel because I feel like I get robbed a lot. I tried to figure out other options, but it seemed like Archangel was the best way to go. I couldn't really use him in any of the other fights. So we have to make sure we have enough neurotoxins so that when he throws a special, he doesn't become stun immune. That's probably the biggest thing. Other than that, though, I think we should be fine, because then when he's stun immune, we're going to be dexing a lot, and then he's going to take that away, and he's going to kill us, and I don't want to deal with that. So we're going to see if my rank 5 Archangel can do it without being ascended. I was going to ascend him because I was a little nervous, but it's not even worth it at this point. I'm just going to go for it. Maybe he'll be generous. Ebb and Flow knockdown. He's going to get rid of any debuffs I have when it comes back, so we got to kind of stack up these neurotoxins as fast as possible. He's not going to be able to get rid of them. Good amount of bleeds there. The neurotoxins are gonna stop that. Oh my god. Oh my god. What are you doing? Alright, we got a little lucky there. I don't like using him. I feel like he screws me in every other fight that I do, but at least he does it for the ones that matter, I guess. Next up, Sorcerer Supreme. I think we use Spidey 2099 here just because it had Spite. I don't think she ever gives you enough debuffs. He's horrible! He's like the worst champ in the game. Anyway, I'm gonna use Spidey here. It gets rid of the Spite. I don't think she's gonna give me enough debuffs to be unblockable. And I mean, if she does, then whatever. I think the SP2 Wither, I think we can fight her just like our Chavez. It'll reverse it. But, I mean, to be honest, I don't even know like how the fight's really gonna go. If we can get to that SP2, I'm definitely down to do that. We're gonna have to dex the SP1 a lot. If we can push her to SP2, it's a little bit easier because we'll be able to punish it. But I mean, we'll see what happens here. The exhaustion to kind of stop some power gain here. I mean, I guess the staggers from being close to her probably proc the unblockable. The SP1 makes it so that we have to be far away from her. And at that point, she's not going to be That went exactly like how I thought it was going to. That's actually originally the fight that I had Chavez on, but then when everyone said to use him on, use her on Doctor Strange, I was just like, whatever. This is another fight that I just did not have an answer for. I wanted to use iDoom here, but then iDoom's a little bit better on the bottom with all the robots, so I had to use someone else that can combo into their heavy, but like is still like halfway decent. And we landed on Doom, like just regular Doom. Well, I mean, we're going to pretty much just be playing it really slow. Because obviously there's no time limit, so who cares? He's only rank 4, so hopefully he doesn't die. I think after this fight, I'm going to look at the situation with my boost and see what I'm up to. It does have Bubble Shield, but it's only Bubble Shield once. It only takes 2% of your block efficiency. So it's a little bit easier, not to mention Dr. Doom has high block efficiency himself, which I think was part of the reason why I picked him here. And, yeah. The SP2, and then I also picked him because the SP2 does more damage, which means the Incinerates are going to also do more damage, so it'll be a little bit easier to get him down. I think it has Stage Fright, which meaning we can't use like 2 specials within like a 15-second span. Want him to throw the SP1 because when you're infected, you're going to be taking some damage from the willpower regen while infected and reversing it. guy's a madman. I think the SP1 is going to hit into your block a lot, and the SP2 is going to make you degen. So you're going to prioritize, obviously you're going to prioritize the SP1, but then bubble shield's going to stack him. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get him down in one try, but if we can get him at least to like 50%. AI has to be aware of the nodes I have on me, because this is ridiculous. Oh my god! Someone kill me! It combos into nothingness. I'm probably gonna die. I think the goal is to try to get him down to like 50. I would prefer like 40% because it doesn't look like any attempt is gonna go well against this guy. We need him to throw this SP2 like coming. Oh my god. Look at this guy's dancing. Okay. SP2. That's so upsetting. I really wanted that. I can't use SP3 rotation because it power drains. It gives you increased power gain from like in between an SP1 and an SP2. But then when you get like a little bit over, you're going to take a big power drain. Oh, this guy has to go. This is ridiculous. He's not going for anything. That's crazy. The safest AI. I can't believe this. This is crazy. I'll throw this SP2 though. We are like roughly at the range that I wanted to be before this ended. Almost died right there. The infected decreases our ability accuracy, so sometimes we're not going to be getting that shock, which really messes everything up. This will be good. Just take some damage. The incinerator will do more. We'll get him down. Oh my god. He's just swinging! This will be really good. The incinerators are going to do so much damage. That's me too. Oh man, I was actually feeling pretty good. I think we did really well for like getting absolutely destroyed the entire game back against the wall. We actually did really well there. I'm not upset about that at all. We just gotta hope we can do that again. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I felt pretty good. I'm not gonna, I honestly, like, I had like a little glimmer of hope, and then Bubble Shield like just literally snuffed it out of existence. I think with this, we're gonna just be heavy and hopefully it still has enough here. Nice. Throw that. Alright, that'll be good. That'll get maybe like 8 or 9% of his health away. Those incinerators do good damage. I just kind of want to keep them on. The SP1 does reduce damage on this node. Like, the node is very hard to take care of. And I just realized the SP1 kind of screws us because it makes us get to a bar faster, but we're not allowed to throw a bar like 2 times in 15 seconds, because then I think we either get a glancing, like it's, I kind of mistake the 2 nodes and I didn't really read them fully. It either gives us the glancing debuff, or it gives us like a degen, so it's like 2 really hard things. Come on, throw. Incinerators are gonna block that a few times, but at least it does some damage. Okay with a little degen when we get power drain here. I'm trying to focus on just trying to get this last like 9%. Relic here. I should kill him. Alright. I'm so upset. I really feel like we could have one-shotted that if I paid more attention to Bubble Shield that last time where it killed me. But I'm glad we got him down. At least we have that. Next up is Elsa. We're gonna go Storm X here. I think because it's a lot of unstoppable. So yeah, it has evasive maneuver, which isn't a big deal because Storm X has a passive cold snap. So it's not like the tenacity can get rid of it, so it stops the evade. And the SP1 itself has a slow built into it, so it's actually going to stop her from getting the unstoppable. On top of that, when she gains an unstoppable, the duration is reduced for every prowess you have on you. So like, she literally is the perfect counter for this. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for watching. That fight was a little annoying. Alright, so I mean, there's multiple ways you can go about this. We can throw the SP1. I know that with, we have a Fury buff. I mean, it doesn't give us Fury, so we won't have to worry about that. I guess it made it so you can kind of use anyone, but I think Storm X is just the ideal counter here. Not to mention, every time they try to get rid of her stun, she's going to passively stun them with tenacity. So we should always have uptime on the passive cold snap that comes from the SP1. I mean, if we never knock her down, there's really no incentive to try to stop the evade from her. 1 She shrugged off my passive stun. Another fight down. Relatively good. I mean, the only, like... I mean, it wasn't even a roadblock, because it just took us 2 tries. But that, that Warlock was, like, the only real, like, hard fight. And I was kind of, like, struggling with the other ones. Next up, we do have Cable, which we are going with Wiccan. I think the main thing for this is we're gonna try to stop the power gain and stop the regen from coming out. I mean, it's going to happen. He's going to gain the regen and probably throw that special. We're going to try to push him to SP2 if we can, but I mean, there's nothing we can do. I mean, I could have used like Warlock here or something like that, but I think I'm using Warlock or something like that. But because we're not really going to be able to deal with the unblockable very much. He just gains the Incinerate, but I think the plus for the regen is I think when he hits 35% health, he's not allowed to gain the regen anymore. So there's like a certain threshold that we have to get him to before he stops gaining regen. 7-star Wiccan. Go. We specifically went 7-star Wiccan here because I need the 6-star Wiccan that can block unblockables against, I believe, the King Groot. So we had to use a Wiccan that wasn't awake. Because, I mean, we weren't using the Awakening anyway, so it didn't matter too much. We're going to immediately go for the Neutralize here, and then, I mean, his ability accuracy is increased. Like, he might even gain an Incinerate in that 5-hit combo. And then in that case, I'm going to dash back, get the shield spell to pause the Neutralize, and then as soon as that regen runs out, we should be golden. He is more aggressive. I mean, it's going to be a lot of blocking specials. I think it's because they know that eventually you're going to get a rotation where you don't get what you want. Could have used Rintrah here, but I think we're using Rintrah somewhere else. So this is kind of one of the fights that we had to like throw someone to the wolves too. I do have to establish my. We're going to do a shield spell first. What? No! He still got it? I have a Neutralize on him! No! Is there like a note I didn't read? Oh my god. I'm screwed! I'm gonna die! Oh, do I die here? Yeah, I die here. Oh my god, we're so screwed! What node is that? Oh, they have 200% ability accuracy. Oh no. I am so upset. Wow. I cannot believe that. We're so screwed. I should have read these notes better. Alright. Let's try our best here. Baited SP2s. We got this, guys. All hope is not lost, I promise. Have faith. No reason. Surge protector. Wow! I'm so dead. No! No! Yeah. I have no choice. I think what we're gonna go for is we're gonna try to build up as many surge charges as possible, and then we're just gonna throw the special for big burst damage. I think that's the only thing we really can do here. The good news is his regen really isn't great. This is crazy! This is insane! I think I don't know. I think I might have to stop here. I think I'm screwed. Oof. I think I might have to stop. I think it might be a fail. I think we might have to do a take two here. What is the play here? Because I'm already prepared to to unit my way through like Kang, who's like the next fight. He's literally the next fight. Oof. All right, I'm gonna give this like 2-3 more tries, but I don't know if we're gonna get him down. We're gonna see what happens, and then I might have to stop because big fail. I'm upset about that. Did not think I would get roadblocked to the point where I can't do the fight. It's right here. You'll love to see it. How do you keep gaining regen every time you fill a bar? Go. Fill your bar. I don't care. Oh my god, this is impossible! Oh, this is impossible! We had such a good rotation and I feel like we still did nothing. The good news is, I promise. Where does it say that? Something about his regen. It says like he can't gain regen or something. When below 25% health, he does not gain regen. We can do this. I promise. And then when we win, it'll all be worth it. Cause I'm gonna have to stop on Kang anyway. I can't believe this. I didn't read such a simple node. Let me get my spell, douche. Okay. You're good, right? You don't want to quick burst. Get up and throw your SP2. You got this. Thank you for that. It's messing me today. Dex. I'm hating my life. Alright. This quick heal option is saving my life. Alright. I need another good run like before. I mean, he's only on 34%, so that means in essence the region will stop. It will stop, I promise. We're gonna go like full. Oh, he screwed up. At the very least, I think we'll get him below the. He got the regen by his parents. Oh my god! No more unblockable! Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't believe we did that! Just to get roadblocked at Kang right after. Alright. With him we went. I appreciate you guys still supporting because I lost hope after that like second try. We're gonna go with Mysterio here just because he has so much health and you can in essence take anyone with Kang. So we're gonna see how it goes. His block efficiency isn't too bad, and we're just gonna see. It's been a while since I fought him. Let's see here. If we can land that SP3 while he's wounded, I'm assuming we're gonna do really well. It was not easy, but I do appreciate it. I know it's a lot of like blocking the specials and having the right one. The biggest problem is going to be his last phase when he gains that crazy power. We're going to have to kind of just tank some hits. The problem is he's so beefy, like he's just going to kill us in a 5-hit combo anyway. We're going to go into this. We're going to see how well we do. No expectations, but anything's got to be better than that last game. We are running a Green Goblin Relic on it. I don't know if it's for anything. I think it's just for the poison that we get on the heavy, but it's more just for our combo extender. Zero ball. So it's red, so does that mean I don't do it? Right? We'll see right now. We're gonna nail him with this SP3 right here. I definitely wanna I think that's immediately gonna get him to the 91% actually, because it gives him 300% attack.
with an SP3, but I mean, we're still going to be doing big damage here. I mean, if I can land like an SP1 while is activating, we should be able to. We should be able to outlive it, because it'll end and then I'll regen all that health back. The SP3 here for the big damage. Not the end of the world. And with the power drain, we'll stay at 1. Too difficult. I needed that intercept. I needed that intercept so bad. He was not giving it to me though. Alright, it looks like we're looking pretty good though. I was really trying to line it up with the relic so that I would end up getting the SP3. It's just he was not playing ball at all. We should be able to live through a 5-hit combo, like let him hit me and then I just get the SP3 and beat him. And then with the 300% increase, it should just kill him. So, we'll see what happens. Perfect. At least we got that down. It's one of the hard fights gone. Kang, Darkhawk. With this, we ended up going with CGR just because I needed to use him. I needed to pull him off of a fight to use him here. He's not the best option for it. I think it's more of I'm gonna try to end my judgment on the medium one to gain the vigilance buff so I can bypass his miss. This road is a mess, man. This road is horrible. The good news is the node gives you a Fury, and also you can just Dex to gain the Fury. We convert into a prowess, and then we're able to... Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it. I feel like I'm just, like, slowly, like, pushing my way through these fights. I think if we get, like, a solid SP2, especially with the prowesses, like, I think we'll be fine. It's just building up to that. It's parry, and then Dex, and then you convert everything. It's parry, Dex, parry, Dex. It only lasts for 10 seconds, so we have to make sure we have everything else set up before that. So let's see. Let's see if we have it all set up. Oh, the prowesses stay. Actually, Slayer of Gods commented on one of my videos, and I felt like $1 million. I was like, I can't believe he watched my video. Probably the best. Alright. I didn't realize how easy that fight was going to be, because it looks like you could pretty much use anyone. I thought the prowesses were going to get taken away, and then you'd have to deal with that. Next up is Ultron. We're going to use Gladiator here. Let's see what it has. The one-armed bandit was another reason why I picked him, just because you can combo into your heavy, so it makes it easier to build up one-armed bandit to do a big damage to him. And make a stand. I mean, you're going to be knocking him down a lot. We can go Nullify Immune with Gladiator, which I think we might have to recognize. Just because we don't want any of our stuff taken away. He doesn't have energy resistance, and I only do Incinerate and Cold Snap, so I don't know what the better option is. It might be better to go Cold Snap just to stop his evade from coming out. Let's see here. Knock him down. I mean, evade, who cares? His evade is guaranteed, so he just has a 160% chance to evade at this point. Dominant. Defender is knocked down. They activate a buff for 30 seconds. He gains 3. Move all of them. And each weapon is deal direct damage to the defender equal to 200%. Okay, so I mean, it's just endless knocking him down. It looks like. I mean, we don't have to do that. I'm definitely going to be prioritizing building Gladiator up himself. Going to try to throw that SP1 to gain the cold snaps. Yeah, he has energy resistance, but we'll be able to stop his evade, which I think is the biggest thing. Pretty easy, actually. I tried to, like, control one-arm bandit, but to be honest with you, like, I feel like I would knock him down and nothing would happen. So, like, I'm like, there's too much going on, and then I forgot about the evade for a second, got hit, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna play regular Gladiator. There's no reason to do anything else. Next up is Gilly 2099. She has a bunch of shock vulnerability. Your shocks do more. And then high voltage, meaning you can kind of use any tech that power drains, power burns, or locks. We did go with iDoom here, just because it's easier, not to mention he has his own power lock and power drain, so I think overall it's a really easy fight for iDoom. So we're going to go in with him. We are working out pretty well against the road. We don't have, I mean, we have a decent amount of fights left, but not too many. So I'm definitely happy that we were able to make it through that cable. I don't really care about anyone else at this point. Gotta make sure to just do medium heavy to get rid of the miss, because the miss is still going to be an issue, so we have to make sure we prioritize. Here now. She won't go miss. If you parry it instead of dex, you actually lose less powers. I've done this note before. I do think iDoom can use the passive shocks for himself. It doesn't have to be a real shock. Shock holder, Hulk Buster relic, so she's gonna be pretty much just eaten alive from this. As you can see here, iDoom does take the passive shot as well. It increases his aura, so as you can see, my aura is a lot longer. himself applying these shocks. So we're gonna leave these shocks on here so that the special is full. There we go. Pretty easy. I feel like the rest of the fights are going to be relatively easy. I think the only one that could maybe give an issue is the Annihilus, just because of how much I hate fighting that character. The Super Skull might be a little annoying. We're going to be using Rintrah for that, and I'm just not looking forward to some of these fights. Crossbones we're going to use just here. Because she is shock immune. And I mean, we can go for the Foresight. I just hate going for Foresight because I feel like that's how I die. But I think the big thing was he's either unblockable or he does shock when you hit him. So at that point, you kind of need a shock immune, or you can play the single side and just do unblockable. But I'd rather just use dust and hopefully nuke him if we have the option to. I think that would be really good for us if we're able to. See if there's anything to the fight that I must have forgot. So the good news is we're not doing any of that. Looks like we're good. I mean, yeah. Looks like we're good. Now I'm going to try to build her up as much as possible and then throw that SP3. He himself does Purify, so it kind of makes it easier to build up dust. She was kind of made to beat people like this, but at the same time she can purify her own club, so it's... And as you can see, I'm building her up pretty quickly. We're getting dealt armor. He never hits me then. Try to go for Foresight here, throw the SP3, and then immediately throw the SP2. We went with the Relic stun here, right? Because I think, hypothetically, I can hit him with the SP2. No, never mind. It did not work. But it doesn't matter. I forgot that he goes on the other side of the screen. To be honest, I thought the first hit of the SP2 was like a big hit. We're still hitting for like 60. She's just cruising right along through these fights. I'm definitely very happy. Next up, we do have Scorpion, which is annoying. A little bit of an annoying champ. Sabretooth. I think we're going to be going with Scorpion and then prioritizing the poisons to stop the regen from coming out. We're not going to like actually fully reverse it, unfortunately, but at least the poisons can just stop him from regenning, because I think that's a big part of the node. And as you can see here, he does get a big Fury, but for every debuff he has on him, it reduces it, and then I think he gets dealt damage when it goes away. So that's why I thought Scorpion would be the best option, because he can have an endless, like, someone. I was thinking I-Bomb, but the thing with I-Bomb is when you get Acid Wash, it gets rid of all the debuffs and only applies the one Petrify from an SP1, hopefully if you've thrown it, and then one Poison with a passive Acid Wash. So there's only 2 debuffs, so at that point you're still going to have to deal with a 16-second Fury. So I thought maybe Scorpion would be like just a little bit better for it. The only problem with nodes like this is it takes like 200% of the attacker's attack, and Scorpion has no attack, so it ends up doing like basically no damage. Yeah, we're gonna stick with the poison here, and we're gonna go for it. I mean, let me just make sure he's not like any poison resistant or anything. Yeah, we're good. Okay, should be good. Should be a nice easy fight. Might take a little longer, but I know that he's not. He doesn't want to throw that SP1. So. We're going to be in a constant throwing our SP1 to taunt them, and then a million poisons. Even with the note saying that he's not likely to throw his SP1, Sabretooth himself always throws that SP1 when you dash him. You know, mixed with the taunt, he's going to be constantly throwing this thing. Get a damage relic here to kind of decrease our power stance. Damage from the node. Basically, as his health just continues to drop from this burst, it seems like we're actually doing more damage. Get the infinite relic in here just to increase power sinks. I'm trying to get a one low power sinks here. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good. Next up is Yellow Jacket, which is another character I had to kind of rank up a little bit more for. As you can see here, Encroaching Stun, always a problem. Heavy Assault, really good. Flux Dispersal, absolutely hate that node with a passion. I hate it. But, hypothetically, if you use someone that only hits with heavies, you don't have to deal with Flux, and you just have to deal with Encroaching. And every 10 hits you get a Cruelty. So, I thought of using Howard the Duck with it. Howard the Duck has an insane amount of hits on his heavy, so he's going to do really well, and I think I actually rank forward him for this fight, because he was originally rank 3 when he took the Venom in my last run, so I actually ranked him up a little bit higher, because I wanted him to take this guy out. I want to showcase how amazing this character is. The key thing is to not forget the pre-fight, which is definitely something I need. So you're going to see here, I'm going to do the pre-fight before anything happens. Okay, ability active. We're going to see these nodes again. We should be doing relatively good damage. I know his combat power rate's pretty high, but we should be able to throw our specials. The good thing is his SP1 and his SP2 are fairly long specials, so we just kind of have to pair it up very well. As you can see here, rank 4. He was rank 3 against my Venom, if you want to go see it in my past live stream. We should be good. The only thing we have to deal with is maybe his energy cloud thing might come out once during that game. And other than that, I mean, we should be fine. I'm gonna have to do science just because I don't have enough for a special. Alright, I guess. Dude! Whatever. We'll do it. He's rank 4 now. Too early. Too early. That's annoying. Ugh. I think getting hit with that SP1 in the beginning completely screwed me. Gotta make sure we don't forget the pre-fight. Alright, this fight's gonna go a lot better, I promise. Stop going. I'm not gonna hit that dex every time. Has to know! That's ridiculous! Oh man, this is not a fight that I thought was going to be hard. He's just screwing me with that encroaching. The good news is we'll eventually get him down. Like, it's not like it's like an impossible fight that I'm just throwing. And I forgot the note. Ooh, I forgot the pre-fight. Sometimes it's a little bit better because you can gain more fury when you're heavy. Come on, dude. That's not fair. He doesn't throw it. He just keeps throwing his heavy. Ugh. Unfortunate. There's one. SP1, dude. How bad is it? Am I gonna die with this? Perfect. Clutch it up. Don't even ask me about it. Don't even ask me. It was horrible. This path is horrendous. I should have made better plans, or I should just have a bigger roster because this is unfortunate. Next one is Manga, which should be an easy fight, like I thought the other one was gonna be. It's all about his unstoppable, but if you use someone that stops his unstoppable, you're pretty much golden. So we're gonna use Quicksilver here because he has the slow. They can build up pretty quickly. I think the only thing that could go wrong is that I go into terminal velocity, lose it, and then I forget that I don't have it anymore or something like that. We're gonna be trying to bait SP1s here. It's gonna be annoying, but at least the withers will kind of keep the power down, so we should be okay. I appreciate everyone that's watching. Even if you're doing something else while you're watching, I still appreciate you taking time out of your day to still put me on. All right, this is gonna be the last set of boosts that I run because I'm running out. The good news is I'm not really using them on anything else, so there's no reason not to use them. All right, should be okay. Very heavy. Build up that slow. And we'll be willpower regening. That just happened. I did not see that much damage coming out of it. Made up for some of the time that I lost on everyone else, maybe. Tough as nails. The problem that we're going to have here, which was the problem when I was thinking about it, was the tough as nails is going to be annoying every 3 seconds he gains an armor. So no matter who you use, like unless it's like a nullify champ, you're gonna have to deal with the armors. So what we're gonna do with Wiccan is we're gonna bait out that heavy in the beginning of the game. Hopefully he plays ball, and then we're gonna keep that neutralize on, and we got to keep it on the entire fight. The good news is with King Groot, it's very rewarding because they gain a ton of buffs, so you should be able to get rid of everything. It does have Apex Predator. We should be able to get that because he should never have any buffs on him. So we're going to go with the 6-star Wiccan here because if there comes a time where we have to block hits that are unblockable, we'll be able to because he's a Cosmic. So that is going to be what we're going for here. Hopefully everything goes well. And I'm going to warn you guys now, the next fight that I'm scared of is probably going to be that Super Skrull. If he doesn't cooperate with me, I'm just going to get melted. Overall, just a very annoying, less likely to activate SP1. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We do have to bait this heavy, though. If he gives it to us, I would say the entire game is, set. know what he just did. Neutralize. Throw the SP to a pause. Parry. We're gonna hit. Less likely. Boom. Boom. Got it. All the malice buffs that are coming. Oof, man! It sucks to be you. Loving it. I mean, I'm sure Gallon would have been good just because you're going to win. If you're going for, like, winning the Fury and the Unblockable buff, that's definitely not a bad option. It's just more of... I was just trying to... If it went well... I mean, obviously, it could have not went well. Like, I could have got, like, 1 or 2 armors and then got screwed from that. But, luckily, he threw that heavy in the beginning. I knew it was going to win. Next up is a Hubris Purgatory, which... I know, remember when I took her in like Act 6, Act 7. Human Torch is a really good option here. It's just kind of a lot of, you're going to do like no damage until she goes that special. And then at that point, she just melts. So, that's what we're going to be going for here. It's also nice to kind of throw someone that I didn't have in like the main rotation of champs in here. It kind of saves them, you know, wherever I needed them. Like, I was thinking about running Titania here, but then I kind of had the Mojo up top, so, like, I kind of wanted to use her there, so... It ended up working out pretty well here. Yeah. Pre-fight. Her combat power rate is increased every time you hit her. So, we have to make sure that we don't die. A lot of heavies, because we don't want her combat power rate to increase too much. She doesn't have any mastery, so heavy would be nice. That, go to the SP1 here. I think the node is called Power to Cower, the one that increases her. Alright. The only problem with that fight was if you die with Human Torch, I can't see you beating her, because I think she's Incinerate immune. So, just keep in mind of that. That might not be, like, an option that you want. I think maybe Spidey 2099 would probably be good. I mean, I would assume so, but who knows. And then here comes, like, the worst champ in the game, man. I just hate fighting a Nihilist so much. I went with Mag here, because I'm hoping to just turn off every node. Like, I just don't want to deal with anything here. Like, literally nothing. I'm really hoping he just, like, carries me to it, because I don't want to deal with this. It's a lot of, like, odometer, and then you gotta, like... You gotta deal with him having an insane amount of health and an insane amount of attack. It's just, like, it's a mess. So we're gonna go... It's got parry vulnerability, so when we parry, we get in Fury. We're gonna just build up Mag and throw that SP3 at him. I don't think he has any type of thing that, like, decreases... Are his specials unblockable? Is that why that's there? It's when you get the odometer over to 100, he's unblockable. That's what it is. Okay, so... Luckily, we don't need 100 heavies to get to the SP3. Hopefully it kills him. If it doesn't, whatever, but... Hopefully 2 tries, at the very least. Because I just... My brain, like, turns off when I fight this champ. I guess that's how they stopped you from using Mag. I mean, unless I like stay in his face. Quick jab. Just kill him. Get him. Like, bring him. Put him away. I don't like fighting this guy. Doing no damage to him. Give the bleed. I think he's close. Thank God. That node looks like it's a real, like, annoying thing, and I'm glad that I don't have to do it. Let me decrease. Hold on, just leave that. Let me decrease, like, my webcam a little bit so it's not like blocking everything. Okay, should be good. Okay, next up is Mojo, which is one of the easier fights. Yeah, that's pretty good. Thank you, man. I appreciate you watching. You've been watching for a while. I appreciate it, man. We're gonna go Titania here, because, I mean, you're buff immune, so you're not really gonna have to deal with anything. They offered you an option to not have to use a buff immune because of the degen resistance, but I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, Oscillate Mojo's annoying, because it's gonna be hard for me to dex at SP2 without any type of sound cues, but, I mean, we should be okay. Try to bait SP1s when we can, but I just know that when he's in Oscillate, like when he's in armor, it's going to be hard to do much of anything. The good news is there's not too many fights left. Then we can get like a token. I think we get a selector and stuff. Like, we get pretty good rewards for this. I would have liked to have saved the boost for like when I was closer to the Kang so I could use it on him, but unfortunately we weren't able to. check. I'll check right after this for you, man. Give me 1 second. I think it's Super Scroll, Mr. Negative, Super Scroll, Mr. Negative, the Robot King, and I think there's one more person. Like 4 or 5 characters. Well, I appreciate you still watching. I mean, it was fun, but I'm glad you stayed for what I was actually like getting destroyed by these other fights. So I wasn't able to kill them, but I appreciate you just sticking around. That's also why on my YouTube I decided to stream on Saturdays, because I feel like Saturdays is kind of like a relaxing day for most people. I thought it'd be a good idea to do streaming at that time so that you guys were all able to watch it, like, you know, if you're busy throughout the week or not. Later on, I'll probably start streaming more days, but right now the 1 day a week is good. But I plan to get a different job, so maybe my work schedule will open up and then I'll be able to do it for you guys. Could have went with Haymaker there, but I didn't want to deal with the D-Gen. I think there's like 5 guys left. I know you're supposed to use... I think you're supposed to use someone who has debuffs, like a ton of debuffs. That obviously isn't buffed. Because you get like degen resistance up to 90%, and then while you have degen resistance, you gain like a fury that gives you like 1,000% attack. Like, obviously there's like better ways, but it still gets done if you use a buffer in here. You just don't deal with any of the increases. But yeah, back to what you were saying before, like I think Gallon would be a good option for that King Groot just to win the exchange. It's just more of trying to get him down as fast as possible because I'm not able to charge my phone while I do this, so I'm trying to do like longer fights mixed in with some like shorter fights to try to balance it out. Oh, Namor. So it looks like there's a few people left, 5 including the Robot King, 4 without him. I don't remember what I was using for that. This is probably going to be like the last hard fight of the Crucible. Let me get a nice stretch in before I have to do it. Let's see here. Like that. Hold on. I have to bring up my sticky notes thing on my computer. There we go. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be using Rintra for this. I usually write it down on a sheet of paper, but I just thought it was easier to have it like in the corner. But it seems to be more of a hassle than anything else. We're going to be using Rintra here. I'm not looking forward to this fight. I think it's going to be really hard. I feel like Super Skrull himself just doesn't really interact with you very much. Anytime he's stunned, he goes like, "Ugh, I just hate my life." To be honest with you, I think what we're gonna go for is I think we're not even gonna go for the stun vulnerability. I think we're just gonna beat Super Skrull. That's what we're gonna do. I can try to build it up, but like with his entire like other kit, like it's just not worth it. Appreciate it, man. I don't like fighting this guy either, so it's gonna be annoying. He has the 200% stun vulnerability. It's just with everything else going on in his kit, it just doesn't seem likely that I'm gonna be able to pull it off. guess we can... There's too much going on in this fight. I guess we can use the stun to build them up. I can't believe I one-shot that guy. That was that fight was crafted so perfectly. I just don't know how I did that. You know what? He's bailed me out so many times. I gotta put respect on Rintra. I don't like him, but he dominates the fights that I send him to. So, all right, I revoke everything I've ever said about Rintra in a negative way. He is an amazing champ. For this fight, we're probably going to go with Domino here. Appreciate it, man. I did not see that going. It's probably going to make it on my YouTube channel, just that fight. But, the fight that we're going to go for here is probably, Domino. We're going to parry, obviously, to gain the armor break. And we're going to try to get the SP2 crit bleed. Mixed in with the 400%, like, it should put him right down. It's just usual with RNG champs. I'm just not too good with RNG champs. They just don't really, like, help me out very much. So we'll have to see. Each amount of vendor gains count twice. Armor breaks count twice. So he's going to gain a lot. Okay, so maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we shouldn't parry him yet. Parry him maybe into an SP2. So we don't have to deal with it too much. I just want to parry in the beginning though, because I want to make sure that he can obviously see the vision. That was pretty good. Do I throw the SP2 here for like potential like game-ending damage, or do I keep the SP3 in case like he pushes me into the corner too much? Because it seems like I'm gradually going towards the corner. No crit bleed, kind of annoying, but it wasn't a bad run. I think it was more, I should have just kept the SP3. I know that he was just gradually getting me more and more into the corner. I should have had the SP3 just to bail me out, but I got a little spontaneous, and I tried to throw that SP2 into hopefully getting 2 crit bleeds and just killing him, but obviously it didn't happen that way. We'll get him down in this try though, because that fight took like 600,000 health from him, so we should be okay here. I think the reverberation in the beginning doesn't ever do any damage because he has some got that down. Did not go well at all. Maybe I shouldn't be fully healing all these people, but I guess like I have the items and I have like nothing else to spend on them. Alright, the last 3 fights, mildly annoying. Nothing crazy. We're going to be going Havoc here. Because I think it does incinerate, and he's incinerate immune, so it should be relatively quick. He chooses one thing, which does increased damage. Okay. We're gonna go Havoc here just because he's incinerating me, build up to the SP3 and just kill him. Only do SP. Or, I mean, we shouldn't be parrying him too much if we can help it. So we'll have to see how that goes. I know, man. I don't know what was going on. But I don't usually do well when it comes to RNG champs. I mean, luckily Archangel went. I think you were I think you were watching then. But that Archangel destroyed that Symbiote Supreme for me. So like if I had any RNG, I'm glad I got it on that fight at least. It should be relatively good here. Yeah. The increased damage on certain attacks should be good, but we're going to just be building to that SP3. Just kind of blast him with it. Hopefully only letting him throw the SP2. I mean, as long as we don't parry him, though, we can let him throw the SP1. I can see the problem here. I can see the problem. What? Again. Oh, where is he getting these light charges from? See what happens. $1,000 damage. Oof. Looks like we Oh, my stream cut out. Hold on. It's frozen for you guys, right? Or is it still going? Let's see here. Maybe like that. Alright, hold on. Hopefully that works. Just gotta give it a time to buffer back. Yeah, the big. Oh yeah, you get the 1,000 damage. Hold on 1 second. Let me try to figure this out. Unfortunately, I don't think it's working. I don't know why it's not working. I'm very annoyed because you know, I wanted to make sure that the stream, I try to fix the stream every time I do it. I try to improve. The first time I didn't have chat, live, so now live chat's on, but now I'm doing this and now my capture card isn't working. I don't really understand why. I mean, it's on and everything. I'm afraid that the only way to fix it is to like reboot it, but to reboot it I would have to end the stream. So I'm not gonna like end the stream just to start it back up again just to do like 2-3 fights. I'm sorry for everyone, that watched and wasn't able to watch till the end. I don't know why it's not working. I'm trying to figure it out, but and it seems like all the guides that help us don't really work. So I'm annoyed and I don't know how to fix that. Like you guys are gonna see here, like, I try to unplug it, I try to set it up. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I'm gonna try my best to make sure this doesn't happen again. I'm really sorry, guys, but I do appreciate the people that tuned in, the people that helped me. Especially to like Lucas. I appreciate you watching it. Even on the fights that I was absolutely getting destroyed on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry that it didn't end in the way that I wanted it to, with an opening and stuff.